The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him make an eye like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of I trust not for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff, them comforted I and I. Unu prepared a table before I, in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with no oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow all the days of Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, kedema way. How ma uso bolisa. I don't know what up. It was sickly for. Jack patabeda view. Monye kuo. Agbe no heavy. Me ba fumato. Awa tanyu moe. Oh, you all adon. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, never claim to be, because we have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. This is a Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food for the nourishment of the whole family. This is what we do here literally. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, and we subject these ideas to some crucial forensic scrutiny. Right after that, we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can also find us on X, formerly called Twitter, on Instagram, and also on TikTok, where we keep ticking and talking with the hands of patriotism. Do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't as yet. We are called the Black Empire Media. And then hit on the notification button so that anytime we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. Again, recommend us to family and friends. Finally, please share the broadcast. Today we have some really sweet stories to share with you. Deep and exclusive. Take a walk with me. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And this is the address of the truth. We have 4 very important stories today, and I need you to come with me. Story number 1. Watch this. Helicopter crash. How Samuel Aboagye revealed secrets in dreams. We promised that we were going to come with a follow-up to the story from yesterday. And we love to keep our promises. Helicopter crash. How Samuel Aboagye revealed secret in dreams. You could call that necromancy. You could call that spirituality. You could call it anything at all. But, my brother, my sister, the man involved in this story is a traditional chief of Kwapia in the Obuasi area. On the 6th of August 2025, a Z9 helicopter military style crashed and 8 people, some of our finest citizens, went down. They were bent beyond recognition, and therefore there was the need for a certain DNA test, which finally was done in South Africa, for us to be able to recognize which one was who, because the Muslim community was interested in identifying the 2 Muslims who were allegedly part of the group. So when the DNA test came out, burials followed suit, and the family started mourning officially. My brother, my sister, the nation mourned alongside one of the souls. In fact, the youngest on the helicopter was one Samuel Aboagye. He was born on the 23rd of December in 1990. At the time of the crash of the helicopter, he was not even 35 yet. He was 34, and he was born in Damongu. My brother, my sister, this is the photo of Samuel Aboagye. He went to school in Ghana and also outside Ghana. It was his big brother, one MтодJamra, who went all the way out of his way to take care of him as his younger brother and as his son. And he paid for his education and even decided to advise him to return home and start a certain trade right here in Ghana. It looked like it was very good advice, because as soon as he returned home, his business started flourishing. Businesses that his big brother, MтодJamra, had established. The young Aboagye helped to grow the business even better. Then he got into politics, and his elder brother, the same MтодJamra, voted so much money into the career of Aboagye. He spoke to me and told me that Aboagye was like my son, not even my younger brother, even though we both came from the same mother and father. Now, Samuel Aboagye went down with 7 other people. They were all identified and buried. The whole nation mourned. We are still mourning. He had a young wife who had a child for him. Then there was the need for the DNA testing, and the woman started to pussyfoot. She was not ready to allow the DNA testing using her daughter, because she started to suspect that the family was suspecting that the said baby was not actually biologically fathered by Samuel Aboagye. Because Aboagye had complained allegedly several times to his big brother how he wanted to end the marriage, and the reason he wanted to end the marriage. And he suspected that there was a certain former minister, a sitting MP, who was always sneaking around his wife, and they had dated before she got married to him, Aboagye. So when the woman started to pussyfoot and not ready to succumb to the DNA testing, even though she agreed earlier, the family became more suspicious and decided to go to court. They went to court to push for the DNA testing to find out if the little baby was actually fathered biologically by Samuel Aboagye or not. And the young lady, the young wife of Samuel Aboagye, one Abigail Salami, also rushed to the court and filed a suit fighting the testing, the DNA testing. She was not ready for it, and she was pleading with the court to compel the family not to do the testing. My brother, my sister, the last time I spoke to her, she told me, Blakk RASTA, I am ready for the testing now, and we are ready to go into action. I want to honor my husband. But more information is coming out. My brother, my sister, come here. Now there's so much information, we don't even know which one to release and which one not to release. As it stands right now, on the 23rd of December, they will be going back to the court in Aboagye. And the family is hoping that Abigail Salami would just come out and say, you know what? I am here for us to do the testing. I want to squash my earlier suit or counter suit, and let's go into the testing to honor my husband. But there is news. The head of the family, his name is Nana Jamra, the chief of Kwapia in the Aboagye area, is a traditional man. He's a very wealthy man. He is the second born of the family, but he stands in now as the head of the family. He told me in an interview that he's had dreams about Samuel Aboagye. And Samuel Aboagye told him something very important in that dream. What did Samuel Aboagye say in the dream? He didn't end there. He also said, as a traditionalist, he traveled all the way to Kalio in the upper west region of Ghana, where he knows there's a certain powerful shrine. He went to that shrine and he consulted as a traditionalist. And he heard things. Let's listen to him. And when we return, we would be able to get deeper into the story. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Watch this.
Have you had a dream about him since he died?
Twice.
Wow. What did you see in the dream?
First one, he just said, Bra said, "They my number for me." That's what he just said. And I shouted at him, "Anyone on one buzzer? Anyone on one buzzer?" And I managed to tell me. That's what happened.
What were the friends doing?
You said?
What were the friends doing? What was he complaining about?
I said, this is what I heard from him.
Okay.
Bra said I'm funny, and I started that thing.
And the second one?
And the second one is like, I went to a family gathering, and he was there. So, though he was not close where I was seated, he was far from me. So, we're discussing about family matters. So the next day I woke up, I said, I saw something. But he never complained about anything. So I went to after a while, I went to Kalou area.
Yes, Kalio, yes.
That area. I know about a certain man over there. So I went there to call his spirit. To ask him about certain things. This one is quite recently. So, in that place, if you go, you call him, you don't cry. If you cry, if you cannot die.
Oh, sir. They called the spirit. You saw the spirit.
If they call, the person will come and you know his voice, so the person will be talking and you'll be asking him questions and you'll be answering them and you know that he's the one.
Wow. Were you able to ask him if the baby is his?
I said that one. What happened there is for my family consumption.
Okay, but you've shared it with your family. You've told your family.
My mother, yes.
Is that what is making you push for the DNA?
No.
Well, my brother, my sister, you heard the voice of the powerful Nana Jamra, the chief of Kwapia in the Obuasi area. He's a traditionalist, he's a chief. Many would go to the church, the prophet. Some will go to the Malam. He went to the shrine. And when he went there, according to him, the man in the shrine, the priest, called the spirit of his brother who died in the helicopter crash. And he gave him the opportunity to ask him questions. And he asked him so many questions. A bigger part of the tape I cannot share with you, but I'll give you an insight into it. Now, according to him, Samuel Aboagye's spirit spoke to him and told him where he had what property, who he should contact and say what to, who he had some uncompleted business with, and who he owed anything at all. I asked him if he asked the spirit of Samuel Aboagye if he was responsible for the baby. And he said, yes, I did. Even though that was not the reason I was there. And he answered. When I pushed to know what the answer was, he said, I can't share this with you. Because I know you are a journalist, you're going to put it out. I can't share this with you. And I couldn't promise him that I will not put it out. So I let it stay there. So I pushed on. And I asked again, Nana, what you heard in the shrine, is that what is pushing you to do the DNA? Because if you had gone there to hear that, oh, don't worry about it, that's your brother's child, I'm not sure you will still be pushing for this DNA. He said, Blakk RASTA, I said I will not share what happened in the shrine with you. But I can tell you that I am only looking for the DNA testing to be done. And when it's done, officially, we can put it on paper and be able to give exactly what is due the little child to her. Come here. We have more. Watch this. Dash this away. Now, Nana opened up and told me a lot. He said, when Samuel Aboagye passed on in that helicopter crash on that fateful day, the 6th of August 2025, everybody mourned him in Ghana. Then there was some money that came in for the family. In fact, the wife and children. The first amount was 40,000 Ghana cedis. And he gave everything to Abigail Salami. Then there was an insurance with a certain insurance company. My brother, my sister. And there was a letter from the insurance company. When that letter came, they were invited to come over. And when the family went over, they gave another 50,000 Ghana cedis out. And everything went to the wife, Abigail. Parliament, some parliamentarians met and also contributed 10,000 Ghana cedis. And everything went to Abigail Salami. So in all, according to the family head, 100,000 has been given to Abigail Salami and her daughter. And when I asked if the other daughter also had something from that money, he said, no, we gave everything to Abigail Salami, and we hope that she would at least share with the little girl. But the little girl got nothing. But that's okay. We are taking care of the little girl. Hopefully we want to add Abigail Salami's daughter too after the DNA testing is done, because we are a very responsible family. My brother, my sister, necromancy. He's a traditionalist. You might not believe in shrines. You might just believe in churches, or you might just believe in mosques. But he believes in the shrine. He went to the shrine, and right in the shrine, he said the spirit of his younger brother was called. And he heard the voice loud and clear, and he directed him as to what to do, who owed him money and who he also owed money, who he had an unfinished business with, and much more. And he followed everything, and he's still doing that for his younger brother. As it stands right now, some money came in, but I'm really surprised that it's only a total of 100,000 Ghana cedis that has gone to the wife and child yet. Or are they yet to make some more serious contributions to the family? But as it stands right now, according to the family head, Nana Jamra, 100,000 cedis came via parliamentary contributions, the insurance, and also from the government. The government gave 40,000 Ghana cedis. Insurance gave 50,000 Ghana cedis. And Parliament contributed 10,000 Ghana cedis. I don't want to say I am confused or disappointed, but it's early days yet. Maybe government is still preparing. 100,000 Ghana cedis is what went to Abigail Aboagye, aka Joy Linda, aka Abigail Salami. My brother, my sister, is the family head doing the right thing? Should he have gone to court? Of course he said yes, because even our brother was doubting the child. And I have news. Come here. According to Nana Jamra, Abigail Salami came over to him and said, you know what? No DNA testing would be necessary, because when my husband Samuel Aboagye was alive, he already went for one. So there is a DNA test already in existence, and it's been proven that the child is his child. Listen, Abigail said to me in an interview that there was no day Samuel Aboagye ever doubted that the little baby was his own biological child. Today, if we are hearing that the same man who did not doubt that the baby was his went ahead to do a DNA testing for paternity for the child, then it must be for another reason. Because DNA testing is not only about making sure, clearing the doubt that this child is mine. It could also be for some other purposes. Could this be one of the purposes? But the family say, no, we can't trust you. Whatever you did when the accident happened, refusing to present the little child for testing, we can't believe in any other paper. We don't believe that our brother went for a DNA testing. Whatever paper is there is fake. We will go for the original in court on the 23rd of December. And that is when we would all believe that this is our child or it's not. But the family head also went ahead to tell me something else. He said, listen, whatever the results we get in court, we're going to keep it very, very secretive. We will announce it to the public, whether it is the child or not the child. If it is the child, we will not announce. If it's not our brother's child, we still will not announce. Just to keep this information between the two families. To protect the young lady so that she could get married freely into another family. And also to safeguard the destiny and image of the little baby that has been born. But between the two families, we would have known whether this is part of our family or not. It's deep. This issue is not a matter that is going to quieten anytime soon. In fact, Nana Jamira told me more. And this is more serious. I am still turning it around my head, whether to put it out or not. But obviously, we will put it out tomorrow in part 3. And this is so serious. Is Abigail hiding anything? I will do it. All of a sudden, I will not do it. Okay, I've agreed now. Then the medical people come around to take samples. She is nowhere to be found. After tickets were bought to bring her and the little daughter to come through Kumasi Airport for the DNA testing, twice according to the family head. Does she have something to hide? Is it true that there was this MP who was lurking around the woman? Could he have a hand in the whole thing? Nana went into detail and told me more. And he also issued curses and at the same time threats. Because he says that he's not scared of any law or court issue. Anyone who was threatening to take him to court, he said he has too much evidence to be scared of court. He was the first to go to the court. Therefore, he can go again and again. My brother, my sister, tomorrow we're going to break something deep in this helicopter crash DNA testing issue. It's unfortunate that it is dragging, but more issues come up every day. And from this, we'll be able to learn our lessons and deal with our lives better. As I'm standing, I am sweating hot because the information that we have, which we'll be releasing tomorrow, is heavier. Is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Sorry. Number 2. Watch this. NPP acid murder. How NPP neglected victim's wife. In 2015, April to be very specific, there was murder in Bolgatanga. And the murder was said to have been perpetrated by 2 people. One, Gregory Afoko, and Aboagye Alangade. Gregory Afoko was picked up, locked up while the trial was going on. He was only released a couple of days ago after 8 years behind bars. He's the younger brother of Paul Afoko, a former chairman of the NPP, national chairman. My brother, my sister, who was murdered? One Adams Mahama. Now, Adams Mahama was a die-hard fan of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and he believed that Paul Afoko and one Kwabena Ejapong were anti-Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Meanwhile, they held very powerful posts within the NPP. One was the general secretary, and that's Kwabena Ejapong. And the other one was the chairman, the national chairman, Paul Afoko. He believed the two of them were the rats in the NPP fighting against Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So he took it upon himself to fight on behalf of Nana Addo. And here you can see them in a hearty photograph. Nana recognized that this was, in fact, his protege. So he trusted him to be able to do a good job. This gentleman here called Adams campaigned vehemently against Paul Afoko in the northern region. But Paul Afoko went ahead to win the election, and he became the national chairman of the NPP. Now there was a time Paul Afoko and Kwabena Ejapong decided to go to Bolgatanga to meet executives of the NPP, and Adams said, no, you can't come here. When he heard they were at the Kotoka International Airport getting ready to fly out of the nation, he chased them there. In fact, to fly out of Accra for Bolgatanga, he chased them there and issued threats. You can't go to Bolga without informing me. I am the regional chairman. And when they insisted that they were going, he also bought a ticket there and then and sat in the same plane with them and said, we are going together, we shall see. And when they landed in Bolga, boys were already getting ready to attack. They chased Kwabena Ejapong and Paul Afoko away from meeting any executives. And when they took refuge in a hotel, a very beautiful hotel, I hear the hotel is called Azosolum. Azosolum. Went into the hotel, getting ready to order for some food. The boys came there again, led by Adams Mahama. And there, verbal exchanges went on between Afoko, Paul Afoko, and Adams. And threats were issued. Kwabena Ejapong ran to Tamale on his way to Accra because he couldn't contain the threats and the energy of the youth. My brother, my sister, a few days later, something happened. Paul Afoko's younger brother is called Gregory. He lived in an area called Tanzui in Bolga. That's on the rock. And we are told that that area at the time had a lot of bad reputation. My brother, my sister, like some areas in Accra. According to whatever happened, he also had his own boys who he would use for different activities, political activities in the area. So he had his own support. In April, Adams Mahama died from wounds he sustained from an acid attack. And whilst he was dying on his way to the hospital, he told his wife, the people who are taking my life are Gregory Afoko and Asabke Alangde. The police immediately went for Gregory Afoko while Alangde absconded. Later, he was also arrested. We gave you the whole detail yesterday. My brother, my sister, a couple of days ago, the two of them were freed after a long day. Initially, was sentenced to death. Now he's been taken out of death row. Not just that, but freed. As you can see this news card from GH1 TV. Say Accra Court discharges Gregory Afoko and Asapke Alangde over their alleged involvement in an incident that led to the death of MPP's Upper East Regional Chairman, Adams Mahama. And that's Adams Mahama in the middle of the whole thing. They are free. So I decided to place a call to the woman who saw Adams in his very last moments. How the acid bathed him. She herself had acid burns because she didn't know exactly why the husband was melting away and came to hold, and then she testified in court and said a lot of things. I placed a call to her. It was around 8 p.m. yesterday when we spoke. My brother, my sister, and we had made arrangements to speak earlier. And already, my brother, my sister, she spoke to us. What did she say? When I asked to speak with her, she told me she couldn't speak English. She was comfortable speaking Hausa. So I introduced myself to her, told her who I was, and that I was a news person. And I just wanted information to be able to also give out. She spoke in Hausa, but I will translate when we return. Watch this.
She Allah ko.
Allah tare. Ina magana na yi shi kenan da har na yi shi kenan. Jiya da ban yi kwana ba.
Oyo.
Da kuma bala ne.
Sheki yankuri. Abinga amma ranar da aka zuba mishi acidin nan ya ce mishi kaman shi Afoko nan da Asabge suka yi wannan abu ko.
Kan da aka yi farin ne. Wannan ta ko mai magana suka ce ba su ba. To yanzu ne ban da magana zai kuma sai da Allah. Mun ta ko mai magana suka ce ba su ba. Ko da ka ci mai farin ne. Ya sai mu zai kare bashi. Mutane ba su yau ba. Mutane su ya kai da sunan su.
Allah sa ya futa. Abinga yaron ku sun kai suna wani?
Sun kuri ne.
Yaron ku fudu. Wace duban yaran nan yanzu? Yaran nan. Ba su aki. Ko. Ko. I see. Ba su kai kaman 20 years ba ko sun kai?
Asun ya wure.
Ko yaran sun ya wure.
Ya wure, yaran su ma suna wure ne.
Ko.
Tasbo ya wure, saka kuma ya wure. Tasbo kuma ya wure ma.
Wow.
Iko
Mun gode ma Allah sosai. Amma ba ki aure kuma ba ko ki? Amma an ce wai yayan Adams ni ko dai menene Adams wai ya miki aure.
Wai yayan su.
Wai yayan Adams ko brother Adams wai ya miki aure.
Ba gaskiya ba.
Ko amma baki yaki ko because an ce me wai shefa kina koko ne.
Na bar koko na kuma ina zama dai. Na bar koko ne ya dare ba.
Ba su ba ku komai ba su ba yaran nan komai ba tun mutuwan Adams.
Komai
ba ku samu ba.
Yeah, I used to go, brother. How about you? I'm calling my kid. I'm not calling you.
My brother, my sister, when I placed the call to her, introduced myself, I asked her, how are you doing? She said, fine. I said, I'm calling to find out how you feel about the two people who were alleged to have murdered your husband being freed. And she said, well, I have nothing to say. I have given everything to Allah. How can you free two people out of millions of people in Ghana who my husband could have mentioned? On a place like that, his deathbed, he mentioned two people. Don't we have so many people? But he mentioned just two people. And there was quite some evidence. So if they say that they are not responsible for the death of my husband, we leave everything to Allah. They invited me to the court. I said all the truth I knew. Today they say they are free. It's okay, we give everything to Allah. So I went ahead to ask her, since Adam died, how do you take care of the children? How many do you have? She said 4 children, 2 females and 2 males. And she answered, and I was a little shocked. She said, the children take care of themselves. I said, how do they take care of themselves? Are they old enough? She said, yes. The first 2, the females, they are even married. And they have given birth. I'm now a grandmother. I'm taking care of their children. So, they are working. I asked again, what do you do yourself? Last time I checked, you were selling cocoa on the streets of Bolgatanga. She said, yes, but I stopped selling the cocoa. I asked again, so what do you do now? She said, I'm just sitting at home, doing nothing. So I asked, did you get any support from the party that your husband served at the peril of his life? Better still, to the peril of his life. And she said, Sanda Kokari, Sanda Aiki. That means, thank you for your work. When somebody doesn't want to answer a question, that is how they go. Thank you for the job. That means he's sending you away like a year. Thank you for the work. Thank you for the work. And when I insisted, has anybody supported you? She said, I am sleeping. As you are speaking, me, I'm already sleeping. That's what she said. My brother, she went into cocoa selling. She also told me that the husband started building a hotel, a steel hotel. He never completed. No party member supported with even 1 cement bag to help finish the hotel, which could at least bring money to take care of the children. Now the children, after 8 years and more, in fact, after 10 years, the man died or was murdered in 2015. After 10 years, they have grown and they have started making children. At the time of his death, how old was the oldest child? She was still a minor. She took care of them, selling cocoa on the streets of Bolgatanga. She didn't seem to have any help from the NPP. Neither did she get help from Nanado. But Nanado visited the family. Yes, he did. Am I correct? He went there. That's the family. The woman we spoke to is the one sitting at the back. Bring back that photo. At the back there in the corner. Behind the person with the yellow veil. And these are the children. Baumia also went. My brother, my sister, greeted all of them. Was it a one-off thing? The woman ended up selling cocoa on the street. How much was she making from the cocoa? How was she able to take care of her own children? And if you look at the photo, down there is www.nana-akufo-addo.org. We got this from the website of Nana Addo himself. That means he acknowledged that this man had done a lot for him to become president. But why has the family been abandoned? A die-hard fan of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo murdered so heinously. Did he get justice? Certainly not. Where are the killers? They have not been found. If the court says that the two, Gregory Afoko and Asabke Alangde, are innocent, then who are the true killers of Adams? After 10 years, we can't find the killers. My brother, my sister, it's a sad story, and we hope that the stolen money, the 8 years of stealing, whatever they have been able to steal, election time is coming again. Go there and pay homage to the poor woman and her family. At least pacify the soul of a die-hard supporter of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And it's obvious that he lost his life supporting Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya, hey yo, ho yo,
Black Pot, Kokoshonemo.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo. And here we speak truth to power. We have more exclusives than any channel, dead or alive. And it's because of you. You give us information, we follow up on the information, and we humbly fish out good enough exclusives to be able to bring up to you. My brother, my sister, some of them may be sensitive, but it's all in the service of God and country. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. It takes only 1 second. Tap on the subscription button, and then you hit on the notification bell, so that anytime we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. We are happy doing what we are doing, all in the service of God and country. Come here. Story number 3. Watch this. This age-old bad Ghana sickness must end. My brother, my sister, Ghana has a number of diseases, like many other countries in Africa and beyond. We are always late at events. The most important people never arrive on time, because for them, if they arrive on time, it reduces their quality and their levels in societal standing. But today we are not looking at time. We are looking at something that is killing us. I came across a publication, My Joy Online. Doctors that we train in this country posted to the same country, but they refused to go. It broke my heart. It's not a joke, my brother. Now the doctor's creed is that he will do everything humanly possible to save lives. Nurses also follow the example of Florence Nightingale. My brother, my sister, doctors have been posted to the upper west region of Ghana. And over 80% of them have refused to go. Watch this from Ghana Word. 80% of doctors posted to Upper West didn't show up for duty. And this is a gentleman called Dr. Josephat Nyuzagi, the Upper East Regional Director of Health Services. That's him. And he's killed from Class FM Online. Run the story. It's sad. Now the Upper West Regional Health Administration has reported that about 80% of doctors allocated to the region for the 2025-2026 service period did not report to duty. Over 80%. Now the administration said 25 out of the 32 doctors allocated to the region not accepting to the posting have left a huge gap in the medical workforce. Dr. Josephat Nyuzagi, the Upper West Regional Director of Health Services, bemoaned the development, forecasting it would have a huge negative impact on the quality of healthcare available to a region with nearly 1 million residents. Dash it away. Hold it there, hold it, bring it back. Now look at the last paragraph. It's most important. Joy News reports that there are only 55 active medical doctors in the region. The whole of the Upper West region, only 55 active doctors. Meaning, each has to attend to a staggering 18,181 patients. Dash it away. One doctor to over 18,000 patients. In America, what is the doctor-patient ratio? 1:10 or less in some situations. In England, it's almost the same. In our country, 1 is to over 18,000. That means one doctor is responsible for taking over 18,000 patients under his wings in terms of their health. That is why misdiagnosis can start. That is why a lot of patients will run out for the doctors and they treat patients badly. It's not an excuse to do that though. A lot of doctors are overworked. How much does it cost to train a doctor in Ghana? In 2012, there was this statistics that came out that in the public sector, public schools, it took about $6,000 annually to take care of doctors for the 6 years of training. So 6 times 6 is what? 36,000 American dollars. As to why it's quoted in American dollars, your guess is as good as mine. If they are not able to make it to the public schools, or they just prefer to go to the private schools, they pay twice, 12,000 American dollars annually. 12 times 6 is what? 72, isn't it? 72,000 American dollars. How many people can afford this? The nation subsidizes the training of doctors in our country. And after they are trained, they refuse to serve their own people. And a lot of this is because they claim that where they are posted to, facilities are very bad. They are used to air conditioners. They are used to jacuzzis. Therefore, if you send them to villages where there's no electricity, they wouldn't want to go there. They prefer to go to England to take care of people who never contributed jack to their training, to go in to serve their people, because there's no air conditioning, no electricity. In England, there's everything. How do we grow as a nation? Do you know what made Florence Nightingale? She sacrificed everything to be able to see lives thrive in the healthcare sector. And we have more examples we can give you. Mother Teresa. Look at her achievements. Even the father of medicine. My brother, my sister, what was his life like? To be a health worker is to have the spirit of sacrifice. If you don't have that, don't try. But the health minister is very angry. And he has sent a stern warning to the people there. His name is MείμAkando. He's angry. He has given them time to report, or else something will happen. Minta Akando issues 1 week ultimatum to newly posted doctors to report to work 1 week. And this was published just today, the 3rd of December. Run the story. The refusal of newly deployed doctors to take up their postings has prompted the Minister of Health, Minta Akando, to issue a 1 week ultimatum for them to report to their assigned facilities. Akando described the initial turnout as not encouraging, disclosing that about 70% of newly posted medical officers nationwide have failed to report. Regions struggling with severe staffing gaps, including the Upper West and Upper East, had no arrivals as of the 28th of November 2025. Listen to this. The man in the Upper West region says about 80% has not reported. Akando said, this is even worse. As of the 28th of November, last week, 0. Nobody even went to those areas. Upper East and Upper West. And these are some of the most deprived places we have in Ghana. My brother, my sister, dash it away. Remember when we told you the way we treat our nurses and doctors? A lot of them are running to England and America to do things that is not very honorable. Yes, things that are not honorable at all. How can a doctor go to England or America and is relegated to cleaning an old man day in and day out, and they call it healthcare? Here we have people who can do that, and they don't even have any medical training. You go with all the medical training you have, and you are underemployed. But as long as you are making the money, you have no problem. Are we truly independent, or we are jokers? How many doctors will be proud to say that, you know what? I studied in Accra. I also even went to England. I've been posted to go all the way to Salaga or Pesingpe to go and work. It's a new learning curve for me. It's going to be nice. But no, a lot of our doctors are not going to serve. They want to be served. And this is sad. It is killing us. A lot of the hospitals, you see nurses working as doctors. True or false? Professionalism, most of the time, is thrown to the dogs. How would the nation grow? A sound mind is in a sound body. So if the body is not sound, how do you have a sound mind? Mens sano, corpore sano. The Latin saying goes. The Latin saying goes. My brother, my sister, this is the biggest problem we have with our health sector. They all want to go abroad. Fly to America, fly to England, and do things. I'm glad what Akando is doing. But what next if they refuse to go? What is Akando going to do? He's going to sack them? They will be happy to be sacked, so they will go to America or England. We have to devise a better way of retaining our doctors and nurses. Only patriotism can do that, not force. Not force. It's so expensive to train doctors. To start issuing them commands and warnings. It's better to start on the true and real tenets of the profession. Sacrifice, patriotism. Every doctor wants to make money. They want to ride the biggest cars. That is not your calling. The cars will come naturally. The big houses will come naturally. One patient can buy you a train. That's if you have rails to run your train on. I'm speaking tongue in cheek. One patient can buy you a private jet. The private jet Nana Addo never had in his 8 years of kingship and dictatorship. Let's be serious for once. Doctors refuse posting to the upper west region as if it's not human beings who are there. Meanwhile, you are trained to take care of human beings. If you are trained as a cowboy, do you want to go and take care of cows in the White House? There are no cows in the White House. The cows are in the ranches. That's where you go. Your duty as a doctor is to go to the hinterlands and take care of people. You are not a king. Why are you pretending to be a king? That's not your calling. Then better be a politician. Start stealing our money, then we can worship you. It's sad. Many people are dying. Diseases all over the place. All because our citizens have let us down. They are lording it on us. We can't continue like that. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Can you do this in England? That a doctor has been posted to a certain area that is a little deprived or even deprived. We see doctors without borders. They go into earthquake zones, tsunami zones. In the eye of the storm, they work. Are you different from them? Learn to sacrifice, brethren. What happened to your reward is in heaven. That teachers have wound around their necks like albatrosses. As for doctors, their reward is right here on earth. They don't want to go to heaven and get any reward. They want it here. No air condition, no service. No car, no service. A doctor must behave like a king. Please, we beg you, be patriotic. Be patriotic. Another thing that is killing us in this country, oh Jesus. Bring it out. A black one is talking. What is a black one saying? America. Ghana not affected by US green card review. And a black one is happy. He's standing here with the acting ambassador. And that's what a black one put out. I had a very constructive meeting with acting U.S. ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Rolf Olsen, today. He stressed recent positive strides in our bilateral relations, including the restoration of 5-year visas for Ghanaians, the removal of President Trump's 15% tariffs on cocoa, semi-processed cocoa, and other qualifying agricultural products, arrangements for World Cup soccer funds, and the exemption of Ghana immigration. Am I right? Exemption of Ghana from last week's Trump green card review and immigration suspension policy. That's shit away. When is America going to the Ghana embassy to shake hands with the Ghana ambassador and say, we are happy that Ghana has lifted a ban on the Ghanaian green card for American citizens? Why is it always one way? Minister of Foreign Affairs is so excited that Ghana is not part. So America becomes the yardstick. Whoever America bans is a villain. America is given too much power. I know Blakk can stand up to America and say things because he's also been a student of the African history class, my class. Let us not be too excited about some of these visas and green cards and all those things. America is not better than Ghana. America only has more patriotic people than Ghana. That's the problem. Let's work on patriotism. It's so annoying that each time it's in the news that America has banned some African countries from getting visas. Every African country catches cold from the sneeze. We are all shaking and crying. Hey, is our country included? Why? Is that a gateway to heaven, or is it heaven itself? Why can't we raise our country like that? You think South Africa cares? Have you ever heard that America has banned South Africa from coming in there, or visas for South Africa? They don't care. They are countries like America. They also have the winter like America. They have the skyscrapers like America. What happened to our brains? The gateway to Africa, Ghana. What happened to the Pan-Africanism? Why can't we brighten the corner where we are? But every time we get threats from America, Trump, a crook like that, can come out every time and threaten us and tell us just any nonsense. I'm going to Nigeria and it will be brutal. It will be sweet. I'll show the Nigerians something. And the world is sitting down watching such a bully. The same Trump comes back to tell us, hey, I've taken 15% off your whatever cocoa tariffs. And we are jubilating. How many countries do we have in Africa that need our cocoa? If Africans can come together, unite, and trade, interregional trading, America won't even get our products to buy. America would come here and queue and would not even get the products to buy. But selfishness, low-mindedness, simpletonness, foolishness, and everything bad. I'm hurt. Every time I look at the newsreel, I fail to be real. What is happening to us? Everybody wants a visa to go to America. And if they don't get it, it's a trouble. I'm not saying America is not nice. I'm not saying America is not beautiful. Can we create our own America here? Look at the amount of gold we have here. Go to England and look at their gold reserves. If we had a way of testing, a lot of it is coming from Africa. Go to America, a lot of their gold reserves, if we had a way of testing to find out the origin, a lot of it is coming from Africa. And if gold is a symbol of wealth, and we were once called the Gold Coast, why are we the symbol of poverty? That we have to jubilate over an opportunity to go and watch soccer in America. Minister is happy about it because he feels that he's doing his work. that there's a certain green card, whatever. Now we get the chance to go to America for 5 years. And we are happy. Hey! You are happy to go to America. America has lifted a ban on your so-called visas. Yet you are not happy to go to WA as a doctor to treat people. Can you see the paradox? Your own country, you are not ready to strive and build it into the America that you worship. You are quick to jubilate over visas so you can fly to America. Yet you sit down and watch WA, Bolga, Pesingpe, and all those places go down. You are too important to go to such places. Mosquitoes will bite your sweet flesh. The ladies, they are not even that sweet. Those ladies, do they use shower gel? Yet when they go to America and die, they want to be brought here to be buried. They want a big funeral for them. I had friends who died in England. Their last wishes, they wanted to be buried in Ghana, India, as if this was a graveyard. Be buried in America there. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we'll be doing the last story and we'll be done. Hey ya! Hey you! Hoyo!
Blakk Pot, Coco Show, man.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, it's time to do that now. Hit on the notification button right after that so that anytime we are on, you would be reminded to watch. Let's see your comments. And of course, if you have any story you want to share with us, we are so excited to pick up the stories, pick up our numbers, scrolling on the screen and talk to us. If you have any business you want us to advertise, do business with us. We are happy to advertise your business. Okay? Okay, Benazu says it's time. Eno Adomasa. It's a long time, Eno. How are you doing? Muhammad Hamza says, welcome back, Black Rasta. We are glued to our seat and ready to listen. What a sainting. Mubarak MBK says, now that you know, what would you do? Ken Coley is excited. Stephen Jackson says, woyoy, we are live in the Wednesday class and a very good evening to you, Mr. Black Rasta. And then Kojo Menla says, I am watching you live from London Bridge. Woyoy, come here. Ken Coley says, subscribe to the channel. Emmanuel Ania says, welcome, Blakk. You promised to bring us the part 2 of Reverend Ankre's daughter's story. But it seems you have gone mute about it. Why? Kojo Menla says, Black Rasta. Good evening. Keep the good work up. Woyoy, come here. And Ania comes back to say, nice outfit, Blakk. Please update us with the part 2 of Reverend Sam Crunchy Ankre's issue as you promised. Okay? Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Blakk. And Kojo Menla says, Blakk Pot. Woyoy, come here. Emmanuel Ania says, interesting things are indeed happening in this country. Wow. Kojo Menla comes back to say, Black Rasta, here you speak truth to power. Woyoy, come here. Okay? Ghanaian face, I said, Black Rasta Kuku, show them all. Thank you for your good works. Please tell the transport minister to plan for commuters during this festive season in Accra because we suffer to get to our workplace. A plan for commuters. In England, this is not a problem. In America, it's not a problem. Why is it a problem here? Our train lines, people are building on them when we could do train transport. We need to take some of these things seriously. The last transport minister was talking about sky trains. Your land trains are not working well. You want sky trains. They took the money and blew it. We were told. The man who brought the sky train idea himself died. A very good friend of mine. Very good brain. He came here to pass on. More comments coming in. My brother, my sister, send them via Facebook. They could also come via YouTube. Solly Evans says, meal well cooked in the black pot. Black Rasta. Sally Senam Kudaya says, great job always. Rasoko Kofi says, the black pot boiling all the bad energy out. Okay, I like that. More comments coming in. And this is Solly Evans. He says, black pot, the pot is boiling. Gitty, 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 gitty. More heat. Conscious Agbemenu Hours who says fire, yabo. And he says, share the broadcast. So many more people can be part of this. Okay? God will Nupoku Kujo says, greetings, Senior Patriot Blakk. Now the family head did the right thing. He's combining both the traditional and the scientific means to get the truth out of this family issue. I hope it ends well. I like that. I didn't really look at it. He's looking at the law and he's going traditional to also look at the traditional side, scientific, spiritual, to get to the end of the thing. Wow. Kamshina Zaid says, deep thinker, school Black Rasta, more fire. School Kamshina. School Kamshina. Okay. Franklin Safo says this matter is making the woman too bad. She should just do the test and let sleeping dogs lie keke. Pat Awo says, greetings, Black Rasta. Dominic says, why was the dream all about money and not about how the helicopter crashed? Was the dream about money? Did you listen to him properly? He said that he saw his brother in the first dream, and the brother said, why have you sat down to watch my friends do this to me? And the second one, he said he went to a certain family gathering and he saw his brother there sitting down quietly, not participating in the discussions. He didn't talk money. It's at the shrine that he said, talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to that person. And tomorrow, oh my God, trust me when I say, oh my God, we have something hotter. 6 p.m. sharp. McCarthy Francis says, wow, it was great to meet friends here. Black Rasta, all the way from the Upper West. Bro, we love you more. Thank you, McCarthy Francis. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. You will meet most of your friends here. Right now, this is the channel for all patriotic minds. Those who want to see Ghana grow. My brother, my sister, this is where all the action is. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Okay? Okay? Story number 4. Watch this. And we are taking you to the northern region. Otumfour does it again. My love for Otumfour grows every day. I went to school in Kumasi, T.I. Ahmadiyya Secondary School, from Form 1 to Upper 6. And then I went to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology from Form 1 to Form 4. I know many people are confused. My brother, my sister, and I know Kumasi well. I'm a Kumasi boy. My father used to call me Osekrum boy. Osekro Abrantie. This is Otumfour. He's a very great king. Otikokoso. He sits on gold. Hey, we saw the Abudu and Dani gates disagreeing. It took Otumfour to descend from his throne, walk all the way from Kumasi through Kumewu, sweating to Yendi in the savannah. And he told the Dagbomba people one thing. He said, listen, the Gomba people and the Ashanti people are one people. You guys are great people. Just like every other ethnic group in Ghana, great ethnic groups. Why do you bring your greatness down and fight each other? And it is even worse when brothers from the same family fight each other. It's a curse. The Abudu and Andani Gate listened to this and cried. It took Otumfour. Politicians failed. They only used the situation for political gain. Whilst many died, Otumfour went there with his wisdom. He took the people back into history. He sat them down. When he went and they gave him the stool to sit on, he said no. He sat on the animal skin, the same ones that northern chiefs and kings sit on. So we are one people. When I come here, I sit on the skin. When you visit me, I give you a stool. They wept. Abudu and Dani Gate. For several years at each other's necks. No king was ever enskinned. In the north, we enskin, we don't enstool. Till Otumfour went there. He told them, as I live here, I am going to be smiling because there's peace. If you know you cannot guarantee me peace, let me start crying now as I go back to Kumasi and I know that my brothers have let me down. That's what Otumfour said in Dagbon. They all stood up. Nah. That is how you agree with kings in the north. And Otumfour smiled all the way back to Kumasi. And he took the key that he used to lock all the chaos, all the confusion, all the bitterness in a room away. When he arrived in Kumasi, he went to the Barikesi Dam, realized that it was not a good enough place. Then he went to Bosuntri and dropped it in there. Permanent peace. Today, there's a new king in Dagbon. A king that we never had for so long. Otumfour. So the other day I was meditating. I said, if Otumfour was in there, who could have done this? And I prayed and fasted for Otumfour to live longer so that he can use his wisdom, the wisdom of our ancestors, to do more. Then the Boku crisis came. I went around looking for Otumfour. Before I could say Jack, after all the politicians had failed, they rather incensed the people with silly politics, whilst our brothers and sisters went down the drain. Every time we heard gunshots, we knew that graves had to be dug. Anytime we heard wailing, we knew that the following day we had to dig a new grave. Houses were burnt. Soldiers went there, they couldn't succeed. The guns cracked. The bullets flew. The trigger was pulled. The rattling of the guns took over the crowing of the cocks in the morning. Right now, instead of having the cocks crow to wake up people, no, it was gunshot sounds. Ratatatatatatatatatatata. That became the order of the day in Boko. Otumfour was called. The day Otumfour decided that he would take it on, I fasted again. 3 days fasting, dry. For Otumfour to have the strength. And Otumfour has done it again. I'm going to fast another 3 days. Dry fasting. And I'll take a gift to Otumfour. You know what Otumfour has done? Hey. He just left Boko. And Mampusis, Kusasis, who had been at each other's necks, brothers from the same loins of Bewa, shooting and killing each other, all because of politics and land. Today they are hugging people and they are singing yo 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 ya yo 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 bogom dir makan nzon kolenya yo 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 ya yo ye bogom dir makan zon kolenya yo 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 ya yo 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 ya yo 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 ya yo ye tang na che baba o yerga tang bae mbae mbae yo ya yo ye yogo 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 yo yo yogo ya yo. And what is that gentleman saying? There is peace now. We are brothers. Now we will make more children. We will grow our farms. God bless Otumfour. Look at the celebration. When was the last time you saw this in Boko? I feel like crying. Yay! Yay! Oh! When was the last time you saw this? When was the last time you saw something like this? It took Otumfour to go there. And what did he tell them? You know? He said, Kusasis, where are you from? So, we came here. Yes, our great ancestor, Nagbewa. Then he called Mampusis. You are fighting. How did you come here? Oh, you know, yeah, we came here via our great ancestor, Nagbewa. No, Otumfour said, so you both have the same ancestor? You have the same ancestor? Hey, Jesus. They celebrated in Boko. They danced all the way in Boko. Mampusis and Kusasis did not end the celebration in Boko. They went all the way to Manshia in Kumasi and some other places in Kumasi and jubilated. These are pictures from some of the celebrations. Manshia, Boku has all of a sudden become a jubilation ground. They are dancing with police. Police people are putting down their guns and also dancing. Soldiers are dancing. Otumfour said, so you have the same ancestor. So that means you are brothers. He said, you are brothers. Because if you have the same ancestor, how do you say sit in your language? This one says, how do you say sit in your language? This they are close. How do you say this in your language? This one says, how do you say this in your language? Say, it's very close. Otumfour said, so you see, you have no reason to fight. And he went into deeper things. And when he left, he told them the same thing. If you know that I have a reason to cry after this meeting, let me cry now before I go. Otumfour went there. And after everything, they said, no, we won't let you cry. He left. He called them to Manhyia. Representatives came. Long and short of it all, Otumfour has done it again. A man like this, you know what I'm going to start looking for him? The Nobel Peace Prize. Can we start asking, demanding for a Nobel Peace Prize for Otumfour? Kofi Annan won it once, right? Obama got it once, right? Age-old conflicts. Otumfour used his golden key to open the road to peace for. Does he not deserve a Nobel Peace Prize? Otumfour, salute of patriotism. I saw pictures in Boko, people dancing, jubilating. They took it all over to Manhyia, like you saw earlier, in Bolgatanga, and all those places people are happy. It means the people don't even want to fight. It's politicians who are pushing them and other such forces. Thank you, Otumfour. We love you. We appreciate you. And it's been published. What is the publication? It says people are jubilating. Ghana Web. Baku conflict mediation. Why both factions were jubilating? Security analyst explains. Following the conclusion of mediation efforts in the long-running Baku chieftaincy conflict, the streets around Manhyia saw rare scenes of excitement as members of the two opposing factions celebrated the end of the talks led by the Asantehene Otumfour 32. Although the final outcomes of the discussions are yet to be made public, videos circulating on social media show both sides cheering and dancing. This has raised questions about what the celebrations signal. Speaking on Joy News on December 1, 2025, security analyst Dr. Victor Doke said, the jubilation likely reflects the belief and relief that the long-awaited mediation process has finally wrapped up and that the involvement of the Asantehene has given both groups confidence that their concerns were taken seriously. Oh, Jesus. I think the two factions' jubilation shows that the long-awaited mediation talks have come to an end, first of all. And then second, having a mediator in the person of the Asantehene himself gives prominence to the fact that their issues have been taken into consideration and discussed. He explained. Dr. Victor Doke added that the reactions may not necessarily indicate which side won or whether any specific decision has been taken. Instead, he believes the factions may simply be expressing relief that the process has moved forward after years of tension. Dash it away. Baku. Publications all over the place. Otumfour, I'm going to advocate for a peace medal for you, Nobel Peace Prize. Keep an eye on this and let our people live in peace and harmony again. We love you, Boko. We love you, Kusasi. We love you, Mamprusi. We love you, Ghana. We love you, Africa. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. We look at your final comments and we are done for the day. Okay? Kojo Menla says, only the truth, you speak truth here. Rams says, welcome Blakk Rasta. We are always ready to listen to wisdom. Keep up the good work. Blakk, you are always on point with great news. And Kojo Menla comes back to say, Blakk Rasta, you only speak the truth. He says, Woyo, Yao Adobo says, good evening, my professor. Welcome. Ofori says, Blakk, how are you doing, bro? Nana One says, why would a sitting president give 40,000 instead of taking care of the deceased kid until she graduates? This is what the family has received. Maybe there's something coming from the church, and I believe that there's something coming. Maybe this one is just for water. And what Sadat Larry says, Blakk Rasta is what it is. Sparks says, Blakk Rasta, I salute. Come here. Muhammad Osmanu says 6. I don't know what that means. Seth Wadem says, good evening, Blakk Rasta, more fire. Ankasa says, 100K Ghana cedis is chicken change. Are we serious as a country? No, this is just the beginning, I believe. Insurance, 50K. We need to find out exactly what that is. Tayiru Faisal says Blakk Rasta is the major general in the reggae industry in Ghana. Godfred Kwashiga Eja says, I am doing the listening in Dubai, Black Empire Media. Thumbs up. Respect. Muhammad Suhadu says, Blakk Rasta, I'm more fire. Oyo, Mabia, na winchela tete. Thank you so much, Suhadu. And he says, Salaga soldier, Kuchoko, Woyo. Kamshina Zay said, Blakk Rasta, more fire. Okay. McRomeo Fori. Long time no see, McRomeo. How you doing? Respect, Professor Blakk. Peter Wapia says, the real voice of Ghana's airwaves 2025. Blakk Rasta. We love you. And we love you too. Zion Kekeli Kennedy says, hail up, 5-star general. Watching you live from Canada. Big ups. Love. Respect. Jose Agbema BSA says, Blakk, you are Ghana. Truth and nation interest only. Whoa, this is deep. Anyway, it's been the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. Keep your comments still coming in. If you have not been able to read your comment, does it mean that we have ignored you? No, the comments are still there. We shall still go back to them, look at them. Those that we need to respond to, we will. In the interim, it's been the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak total power. We catch you again tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp, Ghana time. Until then, hiya, hiyo, woyo. Come on.